Yo, what's up? This is the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. Nothing is out of bounds. Jay, it's a new week, brother. What's going on?
Man, it's a hell of a week. A lot of news.
A lot of news. Yeah, it is. It is a good.
And I
good
ain't gonna
week.
lie. This one of them shows. There's some good topics out there.
Oh yeah,
Some great topics.
some great topics.
Great topics. Let's see. Let's see where you want to go with this.
I mean,
I got a variety of shit this
it's a
week,
variety show today.
Yeah, it's a variety show. Shit going on all over the place.
Well, you know, I've been defending my man's all week, and I'm talking about Diddy.
Good luck with that shit.
You know what I mean? Like, Diddy, outside of how he party and everything, I was like, if you look at, to me, our culture, we bring down our celebrities so fast.
Yeah.
With the memes and the other stuff. And I was explaining to people today, I was like, I don't see other races doing that. Like, I didn't see
Not to this extent. Yeah.
Epstein memes so every day, every hour, a new one coming out. I didn't see Weinstein memes every day, every hour. I didn't see what's the 2.5 Men boy, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Like all them guys that fell from grace. I didn't see the level of bringing them down by their own community. You know what I mean? Like, and if Diddy did something wrong, you know what I mean, messing with underage women or
I'm sorry. Did you say if?
If
Okay.
it's not, he hasn't even been indicted or charged with anything.
I totally agree. I just wanted to.
So I'm just saying,
Let me know where you at.
If he did anything, then yes, be guilty. But until that, like, I don't see him dragging the man down. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you're right.
so that's one thing I want for my culture to change is stop helping them tear our, not even men, just our prominent people down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you got a natural gripe, so okay, Monique had a natural gripe with Oprah, with Tyler Perry, and it was understood. Like, look, y'all big, y'all shouldn't be doing this and everything. But like, when you have something of this magnitude, because all it does is taint the jury pool if it ever gets to that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Totally
mean?
agree. Totally agree.
So,
Public opinion on this one, he already guilty.
yeah, he already guilty, and that's what I've been trying to tell everybody. Be like, yo, he hasn't even been charged. Y'all making this man guilty.
I agree with that.
I was like, it's crazy out here. And then I was trying to explain to my homies of how social media influences
Even an investigation.
investigations, and they was trying to tell me that. Nah, I was like, if you look at Bill Cosby. That was started from Hannibal on a comedy show and getting shared on social media. That sparked that thing back. Even
Shit
though
grew legs.
and grew legs, and then R. Kelly. It was the Surviving R. Kelly on Netflix,
The TV
and then
show. Yeah.
Everybody's thing that, and then it's
Grew legs.
Yeah, so this Diddy thing, like it's grown its own legs. Like you can just come out and say anything and be like, yeah, he's true. He's saying like, it's people coming out like, I'm like, if you felt this way.
Why now?
Why now?
Because he didn't get charged with anything like you said. But you hit the nail on the head, though. Court of public opinion already, from a public standpoint, even the media standpoint, he's guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, let's see how this play out. I'm keeping it being. I'm a fan of Diddy, his journey, his success. You know what I'm saying? And able to maintain that shit. That's $1 billion, bro.
Yeah, that's $1 billion. And I got a question for you before we get off of Diddy. So remind me of that.
Oh,
in case,
bro. You can't. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I got a question.
No, I was never on Diddy. Let's be clear.
I got a question, but just before we get off this topic, just remind me. You know what I mean? But my bad. Continue, brother.
And I'm going to say this, man. You know, I'm listening to the shit as it's coming out in the media, social media and all that. But I had to sit down and really just turn CNN the fuck on, bro, and really see the extent of the investigation, like how crazy the raid was simultaneously at the same time, two different states. That's a lot of motherfucking money, labor, power. United States, they come, bro. I mean, it's nothing you can do. Literally,
There's nothing you
can
can do. And then, like I said, what I was trying to find out who is the lead investigator. You know what I mean? Because they can do stuff where they want to make a name for themselves.
Well, it's a Homeland of Security. This ain't even the FBI. This ain't nothing like that. This is Homeland Security investigating this whole situation.
Yeah, but it got to be a head prosecutor. It got to be somebody who wrote up the warrant.
It's coming out of Manhattan
and everything. Yeah, so it got to be somebody
coming out of New York. That I do know.
Who eventually is going to reveal and make their name for themselves. Like, I prosecuted Diddy and guy. You know what I mean? Because they all career driven too.
Absolutely.
The big fish.
And they underpaid. That's why they go for the big fish.
They go for the big fish so they can get big money when they go into the private sector.
Right. You know so, again, all that shit is a clip. Judges, lawyers, anything, but forget all that. Everything got confirmed for me where it was coming from last night watching CNN, like I said. Straight out of Manhattan. And it's stemming back from the Cassidy lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because remember, that was within a time frame where she had a window to file that lawsuit before you can't file that kind of lawsuit some more. I forgot what it's called, but it's a certain amount of time you get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously we already know the outcome of that. You know, and what's really crazy about that now? Remember, we talked about this. Diddy settled that lawsuit within 24 hours, bro.
Yeah, and see, that's what I have. I have conflicting information on that. I don't know if Diddy settled or he got the insurance company, the bigger company, to settle. Because I'm hearing that it didn't come out of his pocket. It came out of the corporate pocket. I don't know if it was insurance or the bigger company. It could have been Revolt. But I'm hearing it didn't come out of his pocket. That's why it was settled so fast. Because they didn't want him to. He's such a brand ambassador to a lot of things that they were just trying to protect the brand before it came out. And of course, like we just said, it's grown its own legs now.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I mean?
Honestly, like, would you want to be his publicist right now?
Ooh, I would need a bono on
Ooh,
that joint.
That's a hard job, bro. What can you say?
You can't say nothing. And that's the crazy thing about it. If in case that nothing gets filed and nothing gets done, he's not going to really recover from this.
You can't. Because the allegations, and I spoke of this last night with my buddy, man, and I was just saying, because of the magnitude of the allegations, whether he gets proven innocent or guilty, because the magnitude of the allegations and the crimes that they allegedly saying he committed, teenage underage sex is huge. You don't bounce back from that.
Yeah, but even if it's innocent, that's what I'm saying. Even not true,
even the alleged part, you just don't bounce back from that.
Yeah, and that's kind of I get how the severity is, but it's kind of a shame. Like, anybody can say anything, and because it's alleged, like, your legacy is harmed.
Yeah, from that aspect.
You know what I mean?
Now, the other part of that is the sex trafficking shit, hiring the call people, like, what they call, like,
call girls?
Yeah, well, call girls and call guys. You know?
Yeah.
Diddy had too much going on.
Gigolos and
man, you just too damn freaky, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just doing
but that's
too
not
much.
a crime.
No, it's not a crime, Mark, but when you are abusing it with abuse and drugs, you know, attached to that, bro, yeah, man, you really putting that person under the influence, like slave type shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they not in their right mind, and you giving them drugs, you taking advantage of them sexually. Yeah, bro, you got some issues, bro. You know, be like everybody else, nigga. Just ask. You know what I mean?
So that's if he taking it. But I'm saying, like, if you got call girls and call guys or whatever you want,
escort
like,
services. That's the terminology they use. Yeah.
Then they down with what's going on.
Absolutely, but here's the thing again, and this is something, you know, we really underestimate. And in this scenario, I'm gonna use LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I gotta applaud him. He's the only celebrity, regardless of what sport, superstar, that I can honestly say in my generation, I remember being squeaky fucking clean. There's not one negative thing about LeBron James that I've ever heard that had any legs. You know what I'm saying? It's been shit said, but it has no validity to him, and they was shut down immediately. His character has been impeccable, knowing he was anointed from day one to be the next great one, to be literally the fucking king, which he ended up being. Now,
No,
I'm not a fan.
They anoint everybody.
Okay, but he lived up to it.
Yeah.
Again, but doing that squeaky clean, man, that's hard. And listen to the stories that we were just listening about Steve Stout when he was back in the day with all. It's hard to have an image squeaky clean, do business, continue to evolve professionally, athletically, from a business standpoint, from a personal standpoint. I'm not a LeBron James basketball fan.
I'm laughing.
But from a human standpoint, damn, bro, you perfect. But you corny as shit. You don't have no fun, bro.
I'm laughing because right now, when we air this, my homie Trent is gonna be smiling, because he's a LeBron fan, and this is what he always says: squeaky clean, blah blah
Yes,
blah.
he
We just had the conversation. I was like, he done got caught DMing chicks. You know what I mean? I said he just got the right team to scrub all that joint and get it out the way real fast
Speculation
and everything.
See, public opinion.
Public opinion, yeah. He got it to get it out of there and everything, because it's.
And, you know, I mean,
I ain't even gonna say it. Like I said, I don't want to.
It's hard at that level, knowing everything you do. You under a microscope, bro.
You is.
You can't even walk to the corner store and get a pack of gum. So when you on that level, and it's going back to Diddy, Diddy had to know. At the end of the day, you're famous for your parties. Whether it was the white parties in the Hamptons back in the day, remember when Bad Boy was on top and all that? You was just known as the party guy. So in saying all that, it's hard for us as fans not to have an inkling like, bro, I know it's alleged, but if we had to break it down to percentages right now, my guy, sound like by 80, 90%, nigga, you was on some funny foul ass shit, bro.
What though?
Okay, but that's the details. Man, bro, I'm just saying, bro, you don't, bro, you got, bro, hold on.
Being a freak is not a crime.
That, I agree, but again, Mar, when you up there on that level, you got to understand, everything you do is under a microscope. And I'm going to be honest. Now we're going to take another step further. Now, I would say I would say 3/4 of Hollywood been at his parties. Correct? Everybody's talking about the Diddy parties. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They the place to be.
Okay, cool. Now, this takes me to the Jeffrey Epstein shit, bro. Everybody visited that island.
But everybody wasn't a participant.
Okay. Oh, you going a little fast. I ain't said nobody did anything. What you talking about?
I know where you going.
Man, you speculating a lot of shit right now.
No, because I would assume, and this is why I say remind me, because this is a question that I would have. If Diddy had a party right now, would you go?
Fuck no. I'm saying 100 feet away.
Why?
Bro, I don't need that in my life, bro. You understand? I don't need that kind of.
All right, not right now. If he was pronounced innocent, and then 3 years along, like, I'm starting my white parties back up.
Oh, I'm going. Here's why.
Okay.
Them shits be hitting. Secondly, from all the rumors, they say it's a certain time with a party where it's a queue. Some shit happens where it's like, all right, if you don't get the fuck out of here now, this party about to go left. No, I heard quite a few people say that shit, bro. So in saying that, about that time, Diddy, man, great party. I got to go, man. Take care, bro.
Yeah,
bad boy.
And that's where I'm at with it. I told people, like, we was in the barbershop having, like I said, we have real conversations. We just bring it on camera.
Right.
And I just tell everybody what's going on in the barbershop. So somebody asked me, like, yo, would you go to a Diddy party? I was like, I would still go to a Diddy party. I was like, I don't have to partake in the nonsense. Like, I would go having a good time, because I know it's going to be people there having a good time, like a regular good time. And have a good time. Like, I don't have to be part of that, that other stuff.
Wait, what's a regular good time?
A regular good time, not a Diddy good time.
Okay, what's a non-regular good time?
A Diddy time is what they saying is going on.
Wait, another question. Well, what is Diddy time?
I think he got his own. I think he got his own slang word. It's Diddy time.
All right, pause, so bro. Your language is foul tonight, bro.
Diddy time. You know what I mean? I think that's what's going. Man. I think that terminology is going to carry on with him for the rest. So, but
it won't.
I guess he might change his name back to Puffy now.
Bro, he's not coming. Bro, pause. What? Yo, can we say Sean Combs?
Don't nobody know him as Sean Combs.
Tom, I do. Goddamn
it. P Diddy, what was it? P Diddy, Puffy.
Oh, none of that
Diddy.
right now, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, Sean Combs. Let's leave it there. All right.
Sean Combs it don't come off the.
But you got it after that verbiage. You got to put a pause behind that shit for this episode. Only for this episode. Everything.
Diddy time. Pause,
bro. No, we can't be fucking with that right now.
So hold up. Could Diddy time be something good with regular heterosexual?
Hold on. Wait. Pause for 1 second. Let me say this. This is some real shit.
Pause.
No, I'm afraid to ask for subscribers right now.
Oh.
Because the language that he's displaying, I'm embarrassed. But still, people, I need you to tune in, subscribe, hit the like button. Because he on his Diddy time shit. I can't fuck with it.
Diddy time, man.
Pause, bro.
Diddy time, I mean, it's time to get in your ass.
Oh, no, man. Cut. Yo, that's too much.
Pause.
Yo, what the fuck is going on with you, bro?
Hey, man, I'm just saying,
You sound excited. What's
No,
happening?
because I've been a Puff fan.
Sean Combs, yeah.
Sean Combs fan, whatever you want to call it. I've been a fan since, before
Yo, he's talented. He got an ear for the game.
Yeah.
Definitely got swag. He know how to pit on
when you have an era.
Yeah.
He had an era.
Yeah, like he dominated.
Like his sound had an era. Yeah. And it was a long time for era. It lasted a couple people. Like usually eras are for artists. Like 50 had an era.
Yeah, 50 had
Jay had an era.
That 5-year run 50 had.
Like Diddy had eras with people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it wasn't just him. It was like people from producers to rappers to style to R&B.
Clothing line.
Like I
say, he had the swag. Honestly, I'm going to sit here and say, when you talking about being a brand and selling your persona, Diddy might be arguably number one in that shit. Because when we actually look at talent, he can rap, can fucking sing. So what do you do? He used to can dance, but what do you do? Obviously, you have an ear for the music, number one, and you know talent. Yeah. And you know how to manipulate.
You know how to get the best out of talent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he knew the angles how to get out of talent. Like you look at Total.
Anybody. Mace. Look at Mace.
Yeah.
Mace had a hell of a run, bro.
Yeah, Mace had a hell of a run. You took him
from
Murder Mace to converting him to regular Mace. You know what I mean? Now I know Mace probably ain't like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but he got the millions from being regular Mace. He got their millions from Puff. Like, I think the Locks were the only ones that, outside of Big, were the talent that had talent and could be talented without him. Big and Locks are the only ones that I think that had talent and could be that without him. I think everybody else he made. I mean, Mary J began that, but I think him bringing her image to what it was made her better.
He gave her swag. And remember, he literally was running Mary J. Blige in his run, picking her up, taking her to the studio, working with her, leaving the studio, driving her home. And remember, Mary J. from the projects too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, as far as her career go, all the way, he navigated her career in the very beginning until she put out her first fucking record.
Yeah.
Picking her up, driving her from the studio, like producing the music. Like Diddy was all
style,
in with Mary. Yeah. Because remember, he gave her that street swag, that street image. Did the same thing with Jodeci. There wasn't nobody dressing like that. Mm-hmm. You got on a suit with fucking boots. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Puff had that in him, and it took something bad for him to happen to him. Remember, he got fired from Uptown Records. Mm-hmm. But that gave him the courage to go ahead and start his own thing because he believed in himself. And remember, in the beginning, he was hitting his head. He didn't have a lot of success, but he stayed at it. Mm-hmm. Ran into Craig Mack, seen something in him. They made that big ass record. Then along the way in making that record, ran into Big and seen a little tape of Big and heard a demo tape of Big in Brooklyn on the street corner rapping. We already know how that story ended. You know what I'm saying? So Puff, talented brother, man. I hate to see him in this situation. I will say I don't see, from a personal level, I don't think you can bounce back from this. your image. You rich off your swag and your branding. Your talent ain't get you there other than your eye and your ear for music. From a business standpoint, you can be that solid partner, and which, speaking of business, he just sold his shares in Revolt Music, which is a channel he started for the culture.
Yeah. And he sold it to
I'm not gonna say sad, because I'm not one of them guys that when it's self-inflicted, bro, I have no sympathy. I don't have no sympathy for that shit. When you had it all and you do something stupid and you jeopardize, your legacy, your family, your fortune, I don't have sympathy for that because of where I come from.
And your son trying to come up in the game, so that's going to alter him
everything
too.
just flopped. And now, let me ask you this: we both got daughters. He got 3. Social media, people name saying, what kind of conversation you having with your 3 daughters right now? Which I think his oldest is 16, Chance, and the 2 twins, Jesse and I forgot the other one name, 14 or 15, and they models. What kind of conversation you had with these kind of allegations? Sexual misconduct with minors. What the fuck you saying to your daughters right now, bro? What you gonna tell them do right?
Well, you talking like you're guilty.
I mean, bro, end of the day, you still gotta have that conversation.
Yeah, so
you gotta have that healthy, honest conversation with your kids.
I would assume that he's telling them it's not true. So I would assume that that's what's coming out of his mouth.
Right now.
Yeah.
Now flip that. How about something at some point, get it that some of that alleged shit is actually comes out to be true.
Well, and then their kids will do what they do. They'll disown their parents.
And that's crazy. And that's rough.
Like, because usually when that happens, especially when the parent is
they get exposed
and everything, like usually the kids drift away and everything.
And I always say this, man, whether
they still want that bread, but they drift.
Oh, that's locked in. But and there's some real shit. You tell me you agree or disagree. A lot of this shit happens, like you just said, kids get disowned. I mean, the kids disown their parents because the parents get exposed, and there's a lot of feelings involved emotionally. And that's a reflection of their character as well, the children character as well as the parents. But what I want to ask you was, like, because we both got daughters, and that happened, if that's me and you can't run them down because you're only going to push them away.
Yeah.
You can sit there and hope that it dies down, the news and the noise.
Yeah, you gotta hope that your parenting was good enough that they come back to you.
Well, the thing is, though, was the parenting authentic the whole time? Because now everything looked like it was lies. And that's that hard turn you got to make with your kids, bro.
See, this is one thing.
Now the respect is, you know what I'm saying?
What I would say is, I don't think the parenting, like I said, I don't know how good of a parent he is. You know what I mean? To say either way, but I'm gonna just assume that he's a decent parent, and I'm gonna say that they're hurt because they're 16, so they're about that coming to adult age. I think they're going to be embarrassed. They're going to be challenged. There's going to be trials and tribulations for that relationship, and I just think, like I said, if he was a genuine parent and everything, no matter what you do, just like your child, no matter what you do, you're still going to find your love for that person. So I think it's just a matter of them getting back to him. So I would probably look at it as like OJ kids. Like, looking at that, like him being accused of killing their mom, like, how's that relationship? Do you believe that? Do you understand what's going on? Like, I don't know the conversations he had one-on-one with them, but you know what I mean? It's up to them for when it's something traumatic like that, it's up to them to come back to you. Because I don't think, as like you said, as much as you try to force it onto them, it would be more of a pushback than it would be.
That's why I say you push them away.
Yeah.
I think you let them find their way back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to re-earn their trust. Because again, this allegation is super fucking huge, bro.
Well, again, they've I'm pretty sure they've heard Diddy party allegations.
I mean,
that ain't
I get
nothing
that.
new.
I get that, but now you talking about law enforcement involved. That's different. That's different.
Yeah, I
hit
get
di-
it, but you
it
gotta.
hit different.
But this is the conversation you gotta have with all your kids. Interacting within the black community of law enforcement. Like, are they coming after me because I'm black? Are they coming after me because I actually did wrong? Are they witch hunting? Like, only really Diddy knows the truth right now. So it's all about how he presents the truth to them.
Not
I
only
don't
that,
think he's going to tell them the truth if it's true until he has to.
right. So he put in that position, but
Yeah,
not only that, it don't look good that you got all these allegations going on and your plane is in the Caribbean airport.
And that's another thing.
Look like you hiding the fuck out, bro.
And that's another thing. Like, they had a conversation with him at the airport.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
So
let's be clear. That is they talked to Diddy at the airport. He was still able to jump on his jet, fly to the Caribbean.
yeah,
and
because it was
pretty
already
much
planned, and I'm
do
pretty
his thing,
sure they knew his flight plan before
Yeah.
they did the raid.
You can't hide
And
that,
they
bro.
did that
Yeah.
to make it look more suspect, extra.
extra.
Yeah, they wanted that.
That's the
Like,
manipulation
he
of the
leaving
media.
here.
Yeah.
This one we going to do the Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's
then we'll
fair.
meet him too. Because if they really needed him there, they wouldn't have let him go.
Fuck no. I will say this, and this is for the American people. If them allegations, and I would say, was 80% truthful, he would have got arrested.
Yeah.
Just on being a suspect. If somebody would have actually got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they would have brung him in for questioning. They would have held him.
Especially with kids involved.
Yeah.
Until they did a thorough investigation, was able to clear his name of any wrongdoing, they would have arrested his ass. Until that, he might have been able to post bond because of who he is and the money he got. But bro, he would have got to come down and give us a conversation and talk about these allegations. Puff would not have been off the hook.
Yeah,
by
they
law
would not have let him go to another country.
Exactly. So we do need to. I was about to say a word that would have been inappropriate for this conversation, so I'm not. We need to settle down. You know what word?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna let that go. But no, before we go ahead and throw him under the bus and say he's guilty. Like, honestly, like, it's one of them. You got to let the law enforcement people do their job. Because again, I'm gonna say this too. Now the flip side of that is, from a culture standpoint, this is one of our biggest names in the game.
Yeah.
Legacy is
And
up there.
And the side effect of paying Cassie that money is everybody's coming with a story with
We
him,
knew that.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
And then now, but every story is automatically true.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about
That's where
all it is.
Yeah, that's where we got to know as people who enjoy social media, but we got to be some rationale with that. Let's not get too caught up. Let the facts come out, because there ain't been no facts yet.
Yeah, they
And
really
honestly,
no facts
a
yet.
lot of this could be
hearsay.
overblown because of who he is and his stature, and not only in music, but just in entertainment alone. So let's settle down. Let's give Diddy the benefit of the doubt, but understand this too, man. We need this boy to have success because he's one of the ones that can move the needle out here. Pause for our culture. Let's keep it being.
Pause? What was the pause for?
Move the needle, nigga. Move the needle. Pause on. You know what I mean? Nothing shaky tonight. Let's be clear.
All right. So that's about Diddy, and then we were just talking about daughters and fathers. Another one of the listeners reached out to me and wanted us to talk about Vanessa Bryant.
Yeah.
So they have a question, and I have a question. I kind of agree with them, but I agree with both sides. Let me pose the question to you. Do you think that Vanessa Bryant owes Kobe's parents anything financially? Because because they his parents, they're allegedly the rumor is that they're not doing well. They need for some money. You know what I mean? She got, I don't know how much he had, at least probably 200 million.
No, more than
I mean, that's what I'm saying. At least 200 million.
Cole was up there around, not to cut you off, but just to put a number on that, he was approaching $400 million
Okay.
in net worth.
So having that, knowing that your kids, the remaining kids, what you got, two left or one?
Oh, he had 4 girls.
Oh yeah, 4. So it's 3 left.
Yeah.
So,
hey, why you don't? Can you rephrase that a bit? 3 left. Come on, man. I mean,
well, he has 3.
It ain't cookies.
He survived by 3.
He had 3 cookies left. Like what the fuck?
He survived by 3.
Bro, a little compassion here.
Yeah, 3 left to survive. He survived by 3.
All right, my man.
So, do you nourish that grandchild establishment? And if you do, how do you do that when you're living so up here and you know that your husband's parents are struggling? And just the fact that it is your parents, do you intervene and say, hey, here's a couple million just to get yourself straight, even though you don't think your husband would want you to do that in life? And whatever beef Kobe had with his family, his father, it actually might have been rectified later in life. So to continue to hold that grudge because of what he left this earth prematurely, do you think she should break that and go ahead and help out the parents? Because like I said, one of our listeners reached out to me and had the conversation with me, and I was like, it was a good conversation, and I understand both sides. Like, her honor is to her husband, you know what I mean? It ain't really to the parents, but when you want do you want your grandchildren to have that connection to their grandparents, and you know what I mean? And do you want to have that animosity of, I'm struggling over here and she don't give me that, even though they didn't want you to marry him and all that? What's your take on that?
Honestly, I've been saying this too in previous conversations that me and you had. We give money too much power. So to have, first of all, Vanessa Bryant has unlimited money right now because Kobe left a fortune, and he was worth a fortune. So like I said, almost up to about $400 million. But in saying that, let's let the whole family live. This is a tragic loss, not only for the family, but honestly, the world. It's Kobe Bryant. And again, I was not a fan until I didn't appreciate him till he passed away. And my issue with him was when he was playing basketball, he was too much like Michael Jordan. And I didn't appreciate how much it takes to try to be Michael Jordan. His work ethic was sick. Everybody always talk about it. And so, as well as Michael Jordan's. So if that's what it takes to be great, I need to just understand that and appreciate that. And honestly, end of the day, this might be a little cheesy. Take that same work ethic into what I do for a fucking living and try to be great at it. And I absolutely feel like I do that. But in saying that, when it comes to money in between families, that goes on in every family, Mark. Whether you got it or don't got it. But at the end of the day, when we look at the worth right now and how tragic the death was for him and apparently their granddaughter, this the time, Vanessa. This is when you ask for forgiveness from Cole. Although he ain't with us, you talk to the man. You say, you know what? I know you might not agree with me, but blessings to the sky, and say, listen, I want to bring everybody together. I just think it's been too long having things between us within this family. And because the way he passed away along with the grandchild of theirs, where the value in not bringing all that together over some money? Which again, you ain't giving him your last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
just giving them enough to function, to be healthy. Giving them an opportunity, which at any given time, to come see, the other grandkids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in saying that, I don't even understand the other side, because again, like, everything ain't about money, man. And we talking about kids is involved in this right here, and we talking about real relationships. These supposed to be in life-lasting relationship. We talking about grandkids and grandparents here. We ain't talking about your best friend in high school. You know what I'm saying? I think Vanessa should do the right thing. Ask for she should pray to Kobe and ask for his blessings, and have that conversation and explain to him why she doing it. This ain't for her. This ain't for him. This for all of us. This is part of the healing process. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on together now. We lost a lot as a family. So everybody got their opinion on that. I just don't see the worth in keeping that type gripe going between his parents and keeping them away from grandkids. Man, it's just too tragic. It's no worth in it.
Yeah, it's definitely no worth, and I totally agree with your standpoint, and I'm on it. And like I was,
pause, man. What the fuck, man?
Yo, you're buying in the gutter, man.
Hey, this is not this episode, man.
You're buying in the gutter. But like I said at the beginning of this question, I understand both sides. Now, if I look at what I was bringing into what I told the listener is I brought into Mike Jack's situation of not having Joe really in his will like that and not leaving Joe bread. I said, growing up, you can't project your upbringing onto other people. So what I was saying is just because you were raised in a great household, I was raised in a great household, and I seen positive parents in my life, to look at somebody else and be like, oh, my parents were good, you need to be good with your parents. I can see where the disconnect could be. You know what I mean? Like I said, although I wouldn't do it, I can understand a Mike Jackson's plight, a Kobe Bryant's plight of, yeah, they made me to who I am. They made me the biggest pop star on the planet. Joe made me
help make me right.
Daddy Bryant made me grind and all like. They got that work ethic from them. So, but how they went about it or whatever reason, like I don't really know the reason with Kobe of why.
Yeah, it never came out.
It never really came out. And kudos to them for keeping that.
That's cool.
And on
stubborn bull, strong as fuck mentally.
Yeah, but the parents could have came out and said it too.
True.
You know what I mean? True. So kudos to them on that. But you know what I mean? Where Mike Jack, you looking at like he was just hard on Mike. You know what I mean?
Not only that, abusive. It's a different.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. About to say abusive,
man.
and so hard on him that's how it changed him. You seen his
pushed
mother
him away.
Pushed him away. So I get that and everything. Like I get that. Like, do I say, hey, Blanket? You know, because Blanket and the mom going at it now.
Who Blanket?
Mike's child.
Oh, his kids?
Yeah.
And the mother of her?
And Mike Jack's mom is going at it because they want to sell the estate and she don't want to sell it.
Oh.
And they want she wants to contest it, but she wants the estate to pay for it, and the kids don't want to pay for it.
Legacy, man, trying to get. Yeah. And again, those, you know. And let's be honest, we talking about two families that's very high up there in the food chain. The Michael Jackson family and the Kobe Bryant family. So at the end of the day, you see how even at that level, it's always going to be about money. Mm-hmm. That's the unfortunate, sad part. And that's the part where, again, as from race, culture, everything can be about money. How about just doing the right thing for the family? Not the particular family member, for the whole entire family. Because end of the day, the impact that Kobe had and the impact Michael Jackson had, what would the family be without those two major influence and impactful people to the world? Not just within the family, to the freaking world.
Well, Joe still had Janet.
Come on, man. You know Janet was lip singing, boy.
Oh my God.
Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Damn.
I want to hear her yell. I don't think that shit real.
She yelled at I think I lost.
That shit ain't even sound right. You know, sound like she had one.
Come on, the name of that boy? Why did I get married?
Yeah,
why did I get married?
She tried to spaz. That shit ain't even look real, bro. Her picture's fucked up. Oh, Janet, you've been lip singing, huh, girl? Huh? That's the studio.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're with Vanessa, bringing the family together. I'm with it. You know what I mean? So hopefully, if what y'all think out there and
American people, do the right thing. Bring the families together.
Bring the family together. What you think? Let us know in the comments. I'm always preaching that. But like I said, I understand Like I understand if Tina Turner's kids
Yeah, that's different.
ain't feeling Ike's family.
I get all that.
You know what I mean?
Same thing with
Even though Ike's family ain't the one that did it.
Yeah, but again, that story, that legacy, ain't nothing good come from that shit. All negative shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He made her a superstar.
He truly did, but he was whipping her ass. She paid the price for that shit.
She paid the price for that.
Paid the price for stardom, literally. Like real shit.
Yeah. So yeah. What else is on your variety show?
Bro, it ain't over. It's a lot of news, bro. Wait, let's talk about this sad news. This unfortunate incident that happened in Baltimore. Francis Scott Key's bridge in Baltimore and how it collapsed, bro. I never seen nothing like that in my life. That was some movie shit.
Yeah. It's crazy. It wasn't even, to me, it wasn't even movie shit because it didn't look real.
That's why I said it looked like movie shit.
Like, but it didn't look like movie stuff be looking real to me. Like that.
They would have prolonged it in the movie.
That looked
clink,
like,
clink, clink.
this was the run. The dry run.
It looked like
shot,
motherfucker had a knife here and just cut the rope. Because the whole shit just dropped. It was a clean break. Yeah. I've never seen that. And that's why I didn't think it was
the
real.
crazy thing is, one of the things I said when it first happened, I said, that bridge looked like it was ready to go before that. You know what I mean? Like how easy it went down.
I didn't, because it looked too fluent, bro.
Yeah.
It just like dropped out the fucking sky.
Anything that something could have came up, like a good storm looked like that would have went.
How easy it went down. Hard to say, man. But man, whoever was driving that boat, he should have jumped on Diddy plane and landed in the Caribbean too. Your ass going to jail, bro.
Like I was saying earlier, the crazy part is I heard it took out a bridge before.
Right. So yeah, he should have hopped on that plane, bro.
I don't know if he was the driver at that time too, but I know that boat was involved in a similar accident. So
somebody on that boat.
They about to retire that boat.
They better change the name of that motherfucker.
They better scrap it. But it's crazy that it got a bridge laying on it and it's still afloat.
Bro, listen.
That joint tough.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There's not too many things I've seen similar to that was actually real. Live.
And definitely
somebody sent me the live video. That's what made me question, is this shit real? Because again, it just looked clean. Like snap, and the shit was just in like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like it had no shot of no support or anything. Like if this happened, like
bro, it looked silent.
Yeah,
that's how fast. And, you know what I'm saying? Like how you hear noise, shit, coming apart because it's metal. That's real metal. That's that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't none of that, bro.
I think this might change laws.
I don't know. I do know this. Whoever get them contractor jobs, I might switch career. That's good money right there.
That's gonna be triple overtime.
Woo-wee, bro.
They gonna come with them next 3-4 years. They gonna have that joint.
About to move the ball.
They gonna have that joint. They might build another bridge beside it, like how they did down in the Keys. They got 2 bridges now. They let one just go.
Now you talking about 10-year contracting job. Keep talking. Keep talking, bro.
They gonna do it. And definitely rest in peace to the people who died in that. Because I know that's a horrible way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they just left for
you
work.
Scared and dying like that.
Right.
Like you ain't just...
Right. You in your car listening to Q102. Yeah, I said it. And the bridge just collapsed. What the fuck? Now you in water inside the car. If you got the windows up, now you gotta get on some hero shit. Oh man, I'm gonna say this about water. You can underestimate that shit if you want. Kick it, step in it, splash, splish. Get in the motherfucking ocean, bro. You talking about some strong, resourceful. This is what they say, shit that God make, bro. Is unbreakable. I don't know how you gonna get the fuck out of that car if your windows was up. I don't know how I'll react. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have.
I really don't know, bro.
And you know what it made me think? Because they sell those things that break glass.
Yeah.
And a thing. And I was like, damn. I might have to invest in one because it got you thinking. Like I've crossed that bridge,
bro.
You know what I mean? Going down there, like I've crossed that bridge, and you be like,
that's why I was able to say the name, like Francis Scott Key. Like bro,
that little bridge. going over to Philly
Whoa,
got me
don't even
scared
mention
down.
that, bro.
Like,
Whoa, take it easy, bro.
some little bridges that they be having.
I'm over there like once a week, bro. Knock it off.
When you go
Change
over the
subject,
bridge,
bro.
coming off.
Remember, 95 collapsed. You don't need that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
a truck hitting the pillow underneath. So
it burnt up, right?
Yeah, it was a fire. Yeah, but we don't need none of that shit, bro.
Yeah, we don't need none of that. So definitely, shout out to the family. You got our condolences, man. I wish y'all nothing but the best. I hope everything.
Sure. How many casualties you said? What?
I think it's 6 so far.
6. Honestly, rest in peace to them 6. But I'm gonna say this: that's lucky.
Yeah,
it could have been far more, bro.
Yeah.
Thank God it was wee hours in the morning, like we was talking about.
Yeah. And I think like I said, it's going to change laws. I think they're going to have tugboats out there continuously now on them ports.
Hey, how about
in case anything pop up that they just be on it and everything.
Here's the rest of this story. Let me touch on this. Getting them bodies out the water. That's a job nobody wants.
Oh no, there's still a couple down there.
Right, you're deep sea diving.
Dirty water.
Forget the fact it's dirty water. You can't see nothing.
Yeah, dirty water.
You got the flashlight going on, and you trying to get a body out of a car. I don't want that job either, bro. I can swim, but I don't want that job, bro. And again, somebody got to do it, but it's definitely tragic. This is something memorable. Shit, this might be in the history books one day of the bridge that collapsed in Baltimore. Might be a Jeopardy trivia question. Bridges collapses for $100. I'm just saying. No, that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Got a little carried away. Oh, you gonna go mute? Oh man. All right. Some positive news. Some real positive news. You know, I'm a music fan. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you I know
you've been itching to talk about this,
bro. Man,
let's see if you want to talk about the right thing.
That car is 2 things, really, but it's a spinoff of one. But Future, this album, my brother. Shout out to Future, Mr. Pluto, Mr. Jimi Hendrix, Bro. This album right here, bro. And let me give a little to Metro Boomin. The production on this fucking album was amazing. Oh, no, don't do that to Metro. There you go. Metro Boomin. Yeah. Oh, man, the production on this album, the chemistry they have, this is special. This is special album for both.
So what does special mean?
I'm going to say it, bro.
Please.
I'm going to say it.
Please don't hurt me.
Hey, listen.
It's a good album. First, let me preface, it's a good album.
Okay.
I don't like Future like that.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
He's a singles guy to me. Like, he makes good songs, but I can't listen to albums of him, but I've actually listened to this whole album.
It's dope, bro.
Don't front,
bro.
It's dope. But continue what you was going to say.
No, you can say it. It's cool. You can say it for
I just said it was a good album.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
You listened to the whole album?
To the whole.
And that's all you got out of that?
Front to back. Back to front.
Shit, bro, pause, bro. I said not tonight with that kind of language, brother. Please.
What order?
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, man. Yeah. Scratch the record one more time. Yeah, cut that shit.
That's
out.
what we need.
Yeah,
I gotta get you one over there.
You say something crazy, I'll kill that one right there. That's some crazy shit. But no, I'm gonna say it. Because you're a little hesitant. It's a fucking classic, man. Oh, yeah, I said it. Bro, man, the flows. The beats is so fucking hard. The samples he used in this project. Top line. I mean, goddamn, this is a great fucking album, bro. And I'm gonna say
not a classic.
It's a classic, man. Bro, you know your choice in music. You all
my
everywhere.
choice of music is all music, so I know this is not a classic album. This might be a classic Future album.
It's a classic Future.
But it's not a classic album.
Classic Future album, yes.
Okay.
But
this
but
is
I'm
probably
gonna say
one of his best.
I'm gonna say this is a classic album. I'm saying, bro, I'm feeling this album.
What
man.
tier would you put this album on? A first tier classic, a second tier classic, and a third tier classic?
Third tier classic, because it's hip hop and not yeah. But I'm certifying it classic, but it's on that third tier. This ain't no Watch the Drone, Jay-Z, Kanye West. Ain't nothing, because that duo is that album.
Well, that's a
sick.
top. That's a
The
tier.
top tier
That's
one.
a tier two to me.
And top tier ain't nothing better. What you talking about?
Top,
You tweaking now. You tweaking now.
top tier two for me.
But no, let's keep it a bean, man. And then the appearance of Kendrick Lamar.
Hold up. I just want to clear this up for people on the tier 3. When you say tier 3, give me someone that's on tier 3 so I know what tier 3s you on. You know what I mean?
From a classic album standpoint?
Yeah, from a classic album of a tier 3, name me somebody that's in a tier 3, just so I can know what you're you're leveling him to.
I'm gonna hit you with some tiers, my guy, because you asked for
I don't need all the tiers. I just need the 3 tiers. But if you want to give them, that's what we're
here
here for.
1, 2, and a 3. How about that? All right. Tier 1.
Okay.
All right. The Black Album, Jay-Z, tier 1. We agree, disagree?
Yeah, agree.
All right, my man, we getting somewhere. Tier 2.
I'd have put Reasonable Doubt before it.
That Black Album, though, whew,
It was dope.
it's a lot.
But that Reasonable Doubt was...
Tier 2. Might go a little left, some, but I'm gonna say it. Get Rich, Die Trying, man. That first 50 Cent album, god damn, he still don't get enough credit for that motherfucking album, bro.
Great album.
Great album.
Great album.
Tier 3. And I'm only doing this because it was a duo of great album. And they alive. I'm using people that's alive. But
I'm on the edge of my seat.
all right. I'm going to that Watch the Throne, Kanye West and Jay-Z. There's a lot of holes in my tears, bro.
Well, you just said Watch the Throne was tier 2.
But now that I'm breaking down all the tiers, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That 50 Cent album, I gotta give number 2. That album, man, I was whamming that for a year and a half, bro.
That was one of those. That was
hard.
Damn near a perfect album.
That was hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's my level. So with Future being said, I'm gonna put this in a tier 3 category of classic album. It's
So
just dope,
with you putting Watch the Throne at tier 3,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Future is tier 4.
Damn, you said we only had 3 tiers. He adding shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I would have to if you're gonna label
Nigga
Watch the Throne a 3
man, this nigga
tier.
just kicked the goalpost.
Yeah, I did literally just moved that shit like for me. Just for me. It could be tier 3 for you. You know what I mean?
You just kicked the shit out the goalpost.
It's that. But it is a good album. Like you said, the matchup is great. Metro Boomin and Future. Like I've never thought of me listening to a whole Future album. And it would just beat after beat. Beat after beat. And it's the beats, actually.
Yes, they hard.
It's the beats.
And
actually.
honestly, what makes Metro beats so dope to me, again, when you listen to a whole track ahead, you feel like you on a movie soundtrack type thing. You got strings everywhere. You got theatrical sound with the beat. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody you gotta have an ear for that. Kanye got that shit when he samples. But that makes the chemistry to me like a perfect match for their style and then his style of music and his vocals. Future vocals is crazy. And then Future got flows. Even though you barely understand half the motherfucking album, I ain't gonna lie, keeping it bang. But
did you just say Future got flows?
He got flows, bro. All right, pause, man. You gonna repeat this shit? he can, bro. He got, bro. He couple different joints. Like the flow was different, and he's switching it up. Like the joint with Rick Ross, bro.
I mean,
Hustle every day.
I think Future. I think it's his voice.
Right, but you hear the flip when he changes flow. You hear the flip, bro. Like J. Cole, you hear his flip. Now to piggyback on some of that, let's talk about this Future and Kendrick Lamar motherfucking record where they coming at J. Cole and Drake, which I love it. Cause Drake, bro, I'm over that bull, man. You make too much music. You can't appreciate it. And like
hold up, Future don't make enough music?
No, Future do a lot of features.
That's what Drake do.
Drake do albums. Bro, he put out 3 albums this year, bro.
He ain't put out no 3 albums this Shit, he put 2 albums out.
The
in
one,
the past.
bro, the one with you.
It's 2024. You do know that, right? He ain't put no album out.
All right, I see what you doing. Yeah, I see what you doing.
I'm just saying.
Because you know that the one with 21 Savage, then it was 2 albums he put out by himself back to back. It's too much music. We saturated, bro. And we tired of your damn
what
voice.
was them 2 music? Wasn't they the same, basically? It just had
It was
a deluxe edition or something?
Yes.
So that's still one album.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, but it's a lot of music. Like, we don't get a chance to really appreciate Drake, in my opinion. Man, sounds, I don't question none of that. Damn, bro, can you just, go disappear for about 2 years, come back? You know what I mean?
Did you like about Kendrick's verse? Future's verse,
honestly, this I like about, I'm gonna get right to it. He ain't do no subliminal dissing. Nigga said, fuck the big 3. Clearly, he talking about Cold Verse and First Shooter, the song he has with Drake, which is a huge monumental record right now, still to this day. But I'm gonna tell you like this. That song type shit, it ain't even called type shit, I'm gonna say. With Future and Kendrick, it'll probably pass First Shooter.
No.
Look, bro, it got a real shot.
No.
It got a real shot. And let me say this.
No.
What's really interesting now about
it's
all
not
this,
a better song.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's a better song because it's fresher, but it's not a better song.
I think it's a better song. Yo, you about to do what, nigga? Just make another fucking record? That's all you ever do. Who gives a shit, man?
It's not better than
That's
that.
all man, I'm over that shit, nigga. Why don't you go sit your ass down somewhere, nigga? Enough of that shit already. But what about the beef? But you got to talk about the beef that Drake and Future have over a chick, bro. Because Drake was pillow talking with the chick. That's your man.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't know if that's your man. Bro, you know you ain't supposed to kiss and tell. Apparently Drake is doing that shit. What that say about him, bro? Nigga soft, man. You don't do that.
Stop.
It's rules to the game, bro. You don't do that.
So are we talking about the song or are we talking about personal antics?
Yo, we talking about the streets, baby.
He ain't from the streets.
That's why I said it. So he know he broke the rules. We don't pillow talk, bro.
So Like That is the name of the song.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
It's a great record. Kendrick,
It's a good song.
Future, Metro Boomin. Want some more, niggas? Pause. My bad. That was on me.
Kendrick and J. Cole have been shooting shots for probably about 5 years now.
Yeah, pause that too, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, man, get your mind out the
This
gutter,
a
man. Get
pause
your mind out.
episode.
Get your mind out the booty gutter, the diddy gutter,
Yo,
man.
stop saying pause, yo.
So he killed the verse.
Wait, Kendrick?
Yeah.
Okay.
He killed the verse. I give him that. But Cole murdered
Drake on his own record.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kendrick murdered Future on his own record. What are you talking about?
Got a point.
They two of the best and they going to murder.
Okay.
So Drake was better than Future. So the song is better.
That's a toss-up because here's why. I think what really fucked it up for Drake, he didn't stay on that same beat that Cole was on.
Yeah, I hate
he
when he
changed the beat. But he changed the beat because you gotta know when to come. I'm gonna say this. This might be foreign. But this might be foreign to some people. It's called staying in the pocket of the bar on your verse. But you gotta be able to do it at the tempo of the fucking record. Everybody ain't built like that. Cole murdered that shit because he was able to stay in the pocket of the actual song with the beat and the bar. That's hard. And he switched his flow at the same fucking time. That's how great it was. Drake said, I ain't fucking with that. Change the beat. That's when he went to, you about to change the beat, get the bull. He had murdered this shit. You want no part of that.
But he came on first to the beat.
Yeah, but it wasn't as fluid. And he didn't change his flow. Like Cole was able to, because Cole was able to stay in the pocket and still change
everything
the flow.
you're saying about Cole did, Kendrick did as well.
Yes.
On there.
On Future song, yes.
Yes. So,
but in saying that, here's the beauty of it now. Cole was already in the studio because he about to put out his album. It's called Off Season. So he's definitely going to address this. So now we talking about this may be one of the best summers we have had musically in a long fucking time. Because you got real beefs. One is personal. The shit with Drake and Future's personal. They arguing over a chick. Shame on both of y'all in the day, because y'all both rich as hell. Y'all can have any joint y'all want at the end of the fucking day.
Yeah.
But it is what it is right now. But the talent where it's just rap with Kendrick and Cole, and honestly, you can say neither one of them got bad guy images. They just two lyrical giants. That battle, I think everybody want to hear, bro.
Everybody do want to hear it. And to me, Cole right now is hotter than Kendrick. Like,
absolutely.
Cole's pen has been on fire for the past 2 years.
Ironically, let me make this point real fast. And this is really interesting. And you tell me, because maybe you might have heard something, it makes sense. The year J. Cole just had, would you say his best year of his career?
Probably.
You say yes.
Yeah, as far as lyrically,
Just
not album sales or anything, just like lyrically what he's been putting out.
Putting out great work.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Consistently.
I mean, making other people big on it's
Like,
their record, but
I haven't seen a verse yet that wasn't hitting.
Yes,
For
bro.
2 years.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes. And here's the quiet joint that don't nobody talk about. He got this joint called The Recipe with what's the boy from ATL, man? He wear the beads and shit. Got a podcast. Yachty. It's called The Recipe. Go and listen to that joint and listen to the cold bars. It'll blow your fucking mind, bro. Anyway, but besides all that, what's interesting, the back end of this story, J. Cole bought his masters back from Jay-Z. And now all of a sudden you go on this lyrical run because you independent. That means A Dom going to you. And you the hottest you ever been, and now you own all your work. Timing is perfect. You perfected your craft, and you just bought all your masters.
Yeah, and listen, it could be a ploy. No, I'm talking about far as the Kendrick J. Cole beef. It could be because he's about to drop an album that day. Because to me, if I recall, they were cool. They were real cool, and it just.
I wouldn't say cool. I would say respectful because the talent.
Nah, they were cool.
Cool like Jay-Z and DMX. Yeah, they're cool because respectfully.
But was DMX supposed to do an album with Jay? Like, they were cool enough where they were doing an album. Like, they actually recorded half an album.
It's kind of like this with Jay and DMX when they had their run. Even with Nas and Jay to this day. Now, we already know Nas and Jay, battle. When we the opinion is split 50-50 to me, in my opinion. Let's move on. DMX and Jay always battled in the streets, battle rapping. But they never went on any record and dissed each other. That's respect, bro. So to say now Kendrick and J. Cole, it always been tension there because we want to know who's the best. But at the end of the day, respectfully, they never came at each other's neck. But now.
But they have.
Yeah, subliminally. That's my point, subliminally.
Control.
That was subliminally.
He said his name.
That because they was pitting them. I remember that record, great record. But that was really for Big Sean at the time.
But he was coming with all y'all.
Yeah, but he was saying, letting you know, like, he next up, he's really that book. Because remember, back then, they was all in the litter together. Big Sean, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. Now, who's gonna rise up and be number one? Obviously, right now, it's been Drake, because he's been putting out so much fucking music. It's senseless.
Drake was out a long time before them. Kendrick and
Not
J.
a long
Cole
time.
was on.
I'm talking about making the name. 'Cause remember, he was still riding on Lil Wayne shit before he. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Kendrick and J. Cole was on the cover of Double XL magazine as the freshman. Freshman
Next
up.
up.
Next up.
That's my point. Now.
And Kendrick took off before Cole.
Well, Kendrick was supposed to take off, but that TDE project took so long. There was a lot of red tape and shit. But at the end of the day, like I said, their beef has always been respectful. But now I just think it's past that point because now it's not subliminal shots. They saying the name of the song, fuck the big three, and you know what I'm saying? Like I like it like this. Pause. I like the compare. Yeah, I caught myself. I like the because it's about being competitive. Everybody think they the best at whatever they do, correct?
Yeah.
So again, with these two prominent figures in the game of hip hop and music, bro, it's great for the fans. Because again, now we already know Cole was already working on the album. So with this shot just coming out, I know Cole going back in the studio because lyrically, this competition, oh, this gonna get stupid. We gonna find out who's better. Because bar for bar, I don't think you can say right now one of them's better than the other. It'll be a personal opinion of yours.
Yeah,
which
and
is
the
cool.
personal opinion would probably be for me for Cole because I just like his voice and his.
I'm gonna say Cole because I mean, to me, and Kendrick too. They put out the same rap conscious music, but I feel like it's food sometimes for the culture too, because it be information involved. You know what I'm saying? Along with motivational, uplifting shit for the whole community. Like, and it's always pro-black. So again, it's gonna be interesting how this shit play out.
Yeah, I
It's gonna be
definitely.
crazy.
I definitely want to see it. I definitely can't wait for his album. I think it's going.
Yes.
I think he went back in the lab and he said, you know what? I didn't like this song, and I'm gonna do this one over.
Imagine the intro to the album.
I don't think it's gonna be no intro.
It's always an intro on every album.
No, they just start off the songs.
No, that's not true. First of all,
Future don't got no intro.
That John Hate You is the intro.
That's a song.
But that's actually the intro.
I don't. It
It's
ain't
an
like
intro.
3 minutes long. I don't see intros as 3 minutes long.
Nigga, how long was fucking Dream Chaser? Come on, man. That was 8 minutes.
But I'm saying
Beat changed twice.
that wasn't the first song on the album though.
Yeah, I mean. But no, this is good for the game, bro.
It's definitely
healthy.
good for the game. It's healthy for
listen,
the game.
And there's
it's
no violence involved. Ain't nobody talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because they not that tight, neither one of them. This going to be some healthy, lyrical, monumental shit. And what's going to be crazy is the main two people that's involved, which is Future and Drake, they got to play the sideline on this. I don't think they want that smoke.
Yeah, they don't want
I
that
ain't going to
smoke.
hold you, bro.
But I still want the J. Cole Drake album. I would want to see that.
A lot of money involved.
I mean, there's a lot of money to make.
I'm pretty sure it's talked about, especially with Cole being independent right now. And what you think of him buying his masters back from Jay-Z and Jay-Z being okay with that? Because Jay-Z can jack the price. I'm owning. You would jack the price. I know who you are.
No, I wouldn't jack the price.
No.
But we go back to Jay talking about owning your masters. So, you know what I mean? I guess it's...
Give it now. Now, I'm going to go back to your question. I'm going to get you on this one. And don't lie. You can't lie on this one, brother.
Mm-hmm.
What did Jay-Z do anything for anybody? Take that. Got him.
Did he give it to him for free?
Bro, that's too technical.
What did I say?
Stop it, bro.
What was the
Stop it.
What was the actual question I said? I said Jay don't do nothing unless what?
Come on, man. It benefits him.
Right.
Okay, but this is for the culture. This is for the talent, the man.
He got his money up, and then he came and bought it back.
Jay signed him off the streets.
He could have not took his publishing from the rip.
Oh, stop it, man. He's running a label. That's the game. Come on, man.
But I'm saying he couldn't have took his publishing from the rip.
Bro, talking like a true fucking self-employed
No.
individual, bro.
I'm just saying Jay don't do nothing
Who
unless
does
it
that?
benefits him for
Come on, man.
himself.
Who does that?
That's
though?
all I'm saying.
Come on, you can't tell me that was good business. Him-
No, I'm saying it's
him
good business.
pulling up.
But you just made it seem like what did he do for somebody else?
Well, I just picture like this. He had
He did it because he got some money out of it.
he was going to get money. I'm just saying, but he really could have jacked the price and Cole. Like,
We don't know what he paid for it.
It's fucking J. Cole's catalog. I mean, goddamn, that's worth something, bro.
I don't know.
Cole is worth over $100 million already.
I mean, is he?
Yes, absolutely. He talks about it in one of his songs. Yeah, he
I don't know
truly.
about that.
Bro, you know how long Cole been in the game, bro?
He been in the game for what?
09? Since like 09, dog. Come on, he started with, ain't nobody perfect.
They got him at 60 million.
No, that ain't real. Cole said 100. I'm listening to him. Cole like, you gonna give me my
They
40.
got him at 60 million. And 60 million is
Phenomenal.
awesome
You
for a
had you had
backpack. For
great
a
career.
base backpack. Yeah, definitely. So I definitely look forward to the album. Hopefully
Yes,
give
bro.
us a date soon and everything, man. So
Future album, classic
album,
people.
man.
Get on it.
Yeah. I don't know about a classic, but it's a classic Future album.
Yo, I'm pretty sure the public already know this, but I'm gonna put this out here just in case, just to refresh y'all mentally. Tomorrow listening to Q102, that you probably won't hear no Future on that motherfucker.
You probably won't. I listen to it all. That's why I'm diverse.
Unless he got a new song with Taylor Swift.
I'm diverse.
Yes, he is. All over the world.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. Another great episode.
It's a good show, quality, man.
It was
a lot of shit to talk about, man.
A lot of stuff to dig on that phone.
Man, yo,
dig on that phone, so you couldn't get through it.
At the tail end.
Couldn't get through it.
I was doing good.
Yeah, man. So definitely, y'all been here. Like and subscribe.
For sure.
You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all for tuning in every week. You know what I mean? I truly thank y'all. Make sure you share it to your friends and actually dive into the comments, man. We be seeing y'all
snooping around and shit. Like y'all loitering and shit. Go ahead and buy something.
That we appreciate it, you know what I mean? But again, it's the In Between the Lines podcast where nothing is out of bounds. We talk about everything here. We bring the barbershop right to the palm of your hands. I'm Shamar. That's Jay.
Yes,
another week down. We'll see you next week. Appreciate you.